The Call of Duty Vanguard integration with Warzone is finally here, and with it are all of the Vanguard weapons too, which I can't wait to use in Warzone. The downside is many of them are fairly low ranked, even with me playing Vanguard. If you just play Warzone, then you'll most likely have the majority of them at level 0 out of a possible 70. This video is here to help you rank them up as fast as possible so you can actually make them usable. Before we get into any games, make sure you use your double weapon XP tokens, don't just hoard them and not get around to using them like I tend to do, and be sure to be on the lookout for double XP weekends popping up too. Remember though that the time on these double XP tokens are based on real time and count down even if you're not in a game, and even if you don't have the game loaded. On top of having these tokens ready, on your actual weapon that you're trying to rank up, if it is a Vanguard weapon, make sure you've got surplus equipped for your proficiency, as this gives an XP boost for every kill that you get with it. Also, a little tip to get you started is that you can actually rank up your weapon before you even get into the game. So you can choose your loadout in the pre-game within Plunder and Battle Royale as you know, but any XP gained in that pre-game lobby actually counts towards your weapon rank. There's not going to be loads, but it does all help. So there are two main ways of ranking up your weapon fast in Warzone. The first is to get a load of kills with it, and the other is to complete a load of contracts with it. To get a load of kills, Plunder is a fantastic option because you spawn in with your loadout and you respawn, meaning you can be aggressive with what may be a total dud weapon without attachments, but with little risk because you can just fly straight back down. My advice would be to repeatedly drop at hotspot areas of the map, which at the moment are likely just to be POIs underneath the plane's flight path, since no one has established their favourite spots yet. Once you are on the ground, be sure to frequently hit the shop for UAVs. There's a lot more cash lying around on Plunder, so you should be able to essentially have a constant UAV active. Okay, there are going to be times when Plunder is not on the playlist rotation. When this is the case, the limited time game modes are often great because again you can usually respawn and choose your loadout. But if you're a little more confident, Rebirth Island is a good option if you can get your loadout and keep it, and that if is a pretty big deal. The kills route can be great, but inconsistent if you have a bad game or two, whereas the second option of completing contracts is much more consistent and, well, all round more relaxing. To go down the contract route, again, Plunder is best, but it can be done pretty successfully on Resurgence when playing Rebirth Island if you do have a decent squad with you. I mean, even standard Battle Royale is pretty good for this, but obviously you don't spawn in with your loadout, so it does take a little while to get going and can be riskier. Contracts of course give out varying amounts of rank and weapon XP, as well as in-game cash for each one you complete. Recon contracts, supply runs and scavengers give out 500 XP for each one you complete, whilst bounties give out a little more at 750. Most wanted contracts and the brand new big game bounty contract offer even more, although are significantly more difficult to complete, especially in Plunder when people are constantly respawning with their loadout. A big tip when completing contracts, by the way, is to have the weapon out that you actually want to rank up when you do complete the contract, since this is the weapon that actually receives the weapon XP. In terms of which contracts that you should aim to be completing, I'm going to suggest recons and supply runs. Even though they offer the least XP per completion, they can be completed much quicker than the others. Scavenger contracts are also a good option, but in Plunder they do spawn hundreds of meters away, unlike in normal Battle Royale. The advantage of these contracts is that you are in complete control of them. If you grab a bounty, they might be hundreds of meters away, and in a helicopter just flying around, then that's 3 minutes wasted. The best technique for consistency is to keep picking up recons and supply runs, and use a vehicle, ideally a chopper since it has the best mobility, but any vehicle will do. If you do manage to get a vehicle, be sure to throw a trophy on it just to avoid getting blown up quite easy. Now sadly in Plunder you no longer get the XP bonuses for each contract you complete, but this is still active in Battle Royale on Rebirth and Caldera. In Rebirth, if you can get it right with your loadout and a good team around you, you can get into the 10 times contract multiplayers, but it is a little riskier than Plunder. Ideally, this contract technique is best with a squad of players that you know, which is the case on whichever map and mode you decide to play. You can all spread out across the map, keep picking up those contracts and complete them even faster. If you don't have a squad, I advise to not fill the lobby in Plunder, because if you die and just squatter off in the middle of nowhere, you're just going to be spawning in bad places, and they might pick up contracts that you don't even want. If you do want a little help with ranking up your weapons, or any challenges for that matter, my Discord is a great place to go, as there's loads of great people and helpful people in there, just like you, who are up for teaming up. The link for that is down in the description. If you do decide on plunder, be sure to keep a lookout for the overtime bonus, where the payouts for contracts are on a 1.5 times multiplier. So instead of the usual 500 XP for the supply run contracts, for example, you'll get 750. Another great way to get some quick weapon XP is to buy things at the shop. This gives out small bits of XP, so if you are using plunder for ranking up weapons, you'll have a load of cash left at the end of the game, so just use that to spam buy a load of items. Also, I can't go without telling you to keep an eye out for limited time game modes. Sometimes these are amazing ways of ranking up your weapons, like we saw with Clash not too long ago, where you were able to spam bounty contracts constantly and gain insane bonuses for completing them. Oh, by the way, you should probably subscribe. Bye!